What up, though? What up, though? You know what it is. This is Big Tone, and this is Mask Off. Hey, everybody. This is episode 141. Yeah, man. 141. We in this joint. You know what I'm saying? We here. We doing it. And this is what it didn't come down to, man. Big Tone, we here, and we making it happen. Um, like I said, this is episode 141. This style ain't free. And it's a play on words. You'll get to understand what I mean a little bit later. But the young boy not here tonight, you know what I'm saying? He making some things happen, driving, coming back from state to state. I hope and I pray and I pray and I hope that everything goes according to plan in his travels, because if you from Michigan, if you from Detroit, we just got hit with this bad snowstorm. And that stuff was thick too, man. I'm around on my way back from work and it was like crunchy. The road was crunchy and typically what I do not like doing is driving in weather like that. But I don't like driving around people, period. And you can see the people that's nervous. You can see the people who act like they in a Hellcat in the snow. I don't like all that. I want you to take your time. So I'm doing some Mary J. You know what I'm saying? And I just got to singing. You know what I'm saying? And I got to just grooving down Grand River. You know what I'm saying? I start grooving up Grand River, trying to get to the crib. And everything worked out the way it was supposed to work out. So I'm happy, that those things was not a deterrent from me getting to my destination, which was home. My week was fantastic, man. It's nothing bad I could say. This guest that we having today, my man EastSide Jay, he really, really put me D to this brother, man. And I've been listening to this man music since a couple days ago. And I was telling EastSide Jay, yo, can you have this brother on the show? Can we get him on the show? And for those who don't know, I'm talking about Fat Ray. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, shout out to the big fellas. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing we don't do. When you heavy set, you want to change your name. I recognize, back in the day, Heavy D wasn't Heavy D just because, you know what I'm saying, he talked some heavy stuff. He was heavy in size and the bull could move. So shout out to Fat Ray from saying, hey, look, my name Ray, but nigga, I'm fat too. So, you know what I mean? So, he could just be fat in other areas. His thought progression could be fat. Whatever it is, I love the fact that you stay true to who you are. You know what I'm saying? So I'm excited tonight. We're supposed to be having him on. And I spoke about my special guest host with me tonight. Like, a lot of people don't know, man. Me and this brother, we go back. We go back to our Denby Tar days. For people who don't know what Denby is the high school that this brother graduated from. The Denby Technical Preparatory High. You know what I'm saying? That's the high school I came from out of the east side of Detroit. And one of the few people that I really communicate with, and we really got back this year really vibing with each other, man. But I used to always think this brother was funny, man. He used to have me dying. And I think the feeling was mutual too. We'll see each other in the hallway. We never really had no clashes with each other, but we would just be on some dumb stuff. Like, really, like, we would pass each other in the hallway. And I remember it's like, and he'll be doing something and I'll just be with the shits. You know what I'm saying? And I just fall in line. And, next thing we know, we pound each other out. You know what I mean? We going our way, man. That was funny. Funny is funny. You know what I mean? Like, you recognize their gifts. You recognize their talents. And this brother, man, he's a very deep thinker. And that's another reason why I've always valued things he say, what he say, how he say it. And I'm talking about my man, EastSide Jay, man. I'm just going to bring him back on, you know what I mean? So the people can just say what up, though. You know what I mean?
What up, though?
What's up, my brother?
Yeah.
What's going on with you, my brother?
Chilling, man.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
I'm glad to be here. We're waiting to hear back from my boy. I'm sure that storm is taking in effect, but we'll see. Yeah, he just texted me now. His power went out, so he may not be able to be on. But he just texted now. He said he'll see with you. He literally just texted and said, "My bad, my power went out."
Man, you know how that go, man. Like it's a tough time in the city, man, because of the storm. We just came off a bad storm too, man, and people lost a lot of power, and they didn't have their power till like a week later.
Oh yeah, one of my friends' power was out for 5 days. I was like, man, I can't even imagine not having power in the freezing weather for 5 days.
That's crazy, man. And you know what? What I hate about that is the fact that we get on things that are not really important instead of the things like DTE, you know what I mean, and the water company and how they can hold you hostage, you know what I'm saying? And they can charge their rates to be whatever they want their rates to be, you know what I'm saying? So
DTE.
I can't stand them suckers, man. I can't stand them suckers.
This is a plug to be able to, and DTE encourages it. If you really want to break that bond with them, you got to get solar panels. You have to. That's the only way. It doesn't matter what they do. If you only need power from DTE at night, and it's a way around that. You can put little power blocks up that store your energy, and then you can live without DTE's help at all if you got enough solar panels and storage. But that's for the future. We got to get to that level. You know, we in that era of Back to the Future, Marty McFly. We just starting to realize it right now, though.
Yeah, we ain't really realizing it, man. I see he ain't tapped in, but I don't see a visual. It might be messing up his screen, but I'm gonna tap him in. You know,
Ray.
Yo, can y'all hear me?
Yes,
yeah, we can hear you clear. What's the deal?
My man.
What's going on, fellas? My bad, y'all can't see me. The power then just went out in the city.
You good, baby. We glad you on here. We was just saying, if we don't get him this time, we gonna get him next time. I didn't put him on the Fat Ray, and this man like, yo, what planet have I been on? You know,
my God.
Yo, before you even get into it, I just want to say thank you for coming on the Mask Off Podcast. And frankly, I am taken back. You know what I'm saying? I've said to Jay numerous times, I don't fuck with Detroit rappers. You know what I'm saying? And I really do apologize because I've been fucking up in the game, my baby. You know what I'm saying? It's other people that I hear that I don't like, but you, my man Aint P, my man Bruiser Wolf.
Bruiser.
Oh yeah. Oh, see, man, you on the road, man. You've been doing your homework, bro. Yeah,
bro.
So I've been what you say?
I said salute to you, man. You've been doing your homework, I see, for sure.
That's what you gotta do, man. When you got a heavy hitter coming, you gotta put some homework in, man. You know,
my guys. Yeah, man, they got the power that went out in the city, man. So I was trying to let me see if my camera come back on.
Bro, I know y'all so sick of that shit. I know y'all are.
It's like 9 inches of snow on the ground right now, blizzard.
Look, and look at this man still up here working, still working.
I'm in the dark, man. You know what I'm saying?
I get it, man. I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to take up too much of your time because I know I'm in the city myself, so I already know what time it is. Unfortunately, knock on wood, our power ain't knocked out. You know.
Okay, yeah, man. Good thing, man. Yeah, they saying it's crazy out there. The roads is bad, and so hopefully it'll be back on shortly. But you know, DTE, man, you know how they play.
We was just discussing that before you chimed in. Like DTE, they'll hold you hostage, man, and then give you $34 as a credit.
Yeah, they crazy, bro.
Crazy.
Yeah, man. It's wild, bro. But yeah, that's the city for you, man. You know.
So speaking of city, where are you from?
7 Mile, man. I'm from 7 Mile, Granville, man. Between Southfield and Evergreen. For the people who familiar, they know that's the strip. That's pretty much.
Okay.
So yeah, West Side. 7 Mile.
Oh, you a West Sider?
Yeah, man. Yes, sir. For life.
For life.
For life. You know, we
Yes,
East
sir.
Side brothers. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So, bringing it together, it's all good. It's all good.
Oh,
We can't hate on the West. Y'all
all
niggas
my
doing
family, all my family on the East. So
Yep,
you know what I'm saying? Some of my favorite homeboys on the East too. So, the whole city, we really,
It's the whole.
it's wild, but the whole city, we really family at the end of
That's
the
a
day.
fact.
For real.
That's
It's
a
all
fact.
family.
That's a
Yeah,
fact.
and it's crazy. It didn't used to be like that when I was coming up, man. When me and Jay was coming up, it used to be like a whole division, like West Coast, West Side, East Side.
Yeah,
It used to be a
yeah.
whole
I
division.
remember growing up. Yeah, we used to have West Side, East Side hoodies. Remember the hats
Yeah.
and hoodies?
Yep.
You used to have your side on there. Yeah, it used to get vicious. It used to get vicious during them times.
Yeah.
That was a vicious era.
So let me ask you this: what made you start rapping, my brother?
Well, my dad was a studio engineer. So he was always making music. And then, my family, I had my uncles, everybody was really in the church, heavy.
Okay.
My mom, her side of the family was real heavy. They was like connected to the Winans and and the Clark sisters. So I came up in a real music orientated family. I actually wrote my first rap when I was like 9. I started a group called the Lollipop Kids at like 9.
Okay.
So yeah, my uncle, man, he actually wrote my first rap, but yeah, I've been rapping pretty much since like 9, 10 years old. I've been in the studio as a kid. My dad, he had a studio growing up. So I pretty much music been with me my whole life for real.
Okay. And I was reading somewhere that you actually recorded your first record at 13.
Yep.
Under Ray the Lyrical.
Ray the Lyrical, for sure. Yeah.
Come on, man. You fucking with a real one. I'm doing my homework today.
See, man, you on your nerd one now, man. You scared. Ray the Lyrical.
I'll be fucking people up.
Yep, Ray the Lyrical, man. That was me.
Okay. And who was your inspiration? Like who did you gather like your when you was rapping, like who did you want to like go after? Like who was your muse, your inspiration to rap?
Growing up, I would say a couple of people that stood out to me. My first the first beat that I remember rapping to was AWOL. You don't want none of this.
Okay.
AWOL, you don't want none of this was like the first record that made me really want to go crazy. I used to make my sister do the beat all the time. Boom, shish, shish, da. It was that. So if you go watch AWOL, you don't want none of this. That's the first beat that I learned how to rap to. So growing up, I looked up to like Coogee Rap. Brother on the Run remix was like one of my favorite records growing up.
You got Brother on the Run.
Yeah, that beat was just so cold. In the Luciano family story, I just like the stories,
Yeah,
storytelling.
Also, growing up, like Mr. Scarface stood out to me. Actually, the first time I got in trouble for having music, it was Esham. So you know what I'm saying.
First of all,
Esham got me in trouble as a kid.
Yo, it's funny you mentioned that.
The mic in my hand.
It's funny you mentioned that because I was just having this conversation with EastSide Jay.
Damn,
how Esham was so underrated as an artist.
Yeah.
People couldn't get past his gimmick that he was doing.
Yeah, he was for sure. He was for sure one of those artists who, was ahead of their time. You know what I mean? Like, I think a lot of people then took pieces from Esham, Master P. You know what I mean? A lot of artists,
Mafia.
A lot of artists, man.
Eminem.
Yeah, they took pieces from his legacy. Because at one point, I think Esham was like the artist with the most releases in the game ever.
He was releasing like 2 or 3 albums a year. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and then
That's where P and them got the concept from. Wasn't nobody releasing albums like that.
yeah,
Nobody was doing rap.
For sure. And then don't forget Breed, Esham.
MC
Breed during that time was a very, very big influence too. He was one of the first cats was Flint that was really snapping, really rapping for real.
Your Front got so much playtime. Oh my God, I heard that song so much one summer, man.
Man, ain't no future in your front for sure.
Yeah, I think they played that. They played that more than you gotta get mine, gotta get yours.
That shit
for sure. It was one of them records though. All three verses to that record was solid, man. And he went in all the way through. It was descriptive. It was something that you never heard before with the style. I never got caught with a kilo. If you ever do, yo, you never be with me. Yo. Like all the stuff, like he
had that little Indian Arab twist.
Yeah. Then the sounds and the beat, he shifted the culture with that record.
So my brother, I was reading today, and I happened to find out that at 19, you started doing some session work with the infamous, the great Jay Dilla. How did that come about, my brother?
Rest in peace.
All right. Actually, when I was 18, at the beginning of like the Lush Lounge era, Detroit underground hip hop era was like during the second hip hop shop, Hustle Simmons era hip hop shop.
Yeah.
We had the Lush Lounge, and it was like a lot of artists that used to be in the Lush, Detroit underground legends. And this one particular night, I was in a crew called Double A at the time, and we were there. And this one particular night, DJ Dez came into the Lush Lounge, and he had Black Milk and Young RJ with him. And of course, I was too young to be in the Lush Lounge, so I know he snuck them in. They had to be probably like 17, 16 at the time.
Dope.
You know what I'm saying? But they seen me perform that night and told me like, bro, we want you to come to the studio and record some records. This was my first time really getting feature work. So I went to the studio with Black and RJ. We recorded some records for the Dirty District, and that began my Dilla connection. I didn't know. I knew that because they was with DJ Dez that they was some kind of Slum Village affiliate, but I didn't know that Black and Young RJ was actually the next producers that would be producing for Slum Village. So after we performed, after we did a couple records, they called me back to the studio like, bro, we gotta go in again. We need some more. So we recorded more records, and after that, they was like, okay, all the songs going on this project called The Dirty District Volume 2, and it featured a lot of dope artists.
I remember that.
And at the time, Dilla was in California. He heard some of the stuff that we was doing, and he reached out like, yo, I want to work with y'all. I came to the studio, and Young RJ was like, man, Dilla about to send records for the album. He want to do a record with you and Black, and he gonna send a record on his own.
Man.
So Dilla did 2 records. He did Stupid with me and Black, and then he did the intro on the Dirty District Volume 2. So the intro record is Dilla, and then Stupid is me, Black,
breaking up, right?
And Dilla. Yeah, Stupid is the record with me, Black, and Dilla.
Okay.
So that was my first time. When I did that, got that feature, it was over. You couldn't tell me nothing. Like that was it for me. That was my whole feature right there.
Yeah, you was like Kanye.
Kanye was your whole, huh? That was the apex by default. By default, Dilla came by default.
That's crazy, man.
So man, I've been blessed, man. I've been honestly blessed, man. It was all just blessings for real.
I saw I was watching a video, man, with you and what's his name? Wolf.
Bruiser Wolf, yes, sir.
Wolf. Was it Old Fashioned?
Old Faithful. Old Faithful. You know, that's your piece. You know what I'm saying? You got that one that one stick you done seen for a couple years, Old Faithful. You know, somebody come through the window of the house, Old Faithful with you. You know, I mean, so yeah, that's what that's about. Old Faithful. Yeah, that's me and Bruiser Wolf.
And I mention that because I'm looking at your cadence and your delivery and how you just really just you sticking your points and you like I've been doing this da 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 da. You know what I mean? What my question is, bro, like how did you get to a point where you're so comfortable, you know what I mean, with rhyming? And you seem like you've been here forever, you know what I mean? And that's the thing too. You have been here forever.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah, for sure. But I'll tell you what it is that made me sharper than everybody else. I ain't gonna lie to you. I went to Cass Technical High School.
Hey,
that was the Cass.
6,000 students in the school, you already know. Okay. Student body is 6,000. So imagine, every day I go to school, out of 6,000 students, how many of them students you think want to battle rap with me every day?
Quite a
few. It was at least 150 to 200 dudes solid every day that wanted to battle rap with me or rap in some type of way or spit every day when I came to school.
That's a gauntlet.
So it wasn't never no lacking. It wasn't never an opportunity for lacking. It wasn't never no lacking with me. I had to keep my head on the swivel and stay prepared for everything. And that's what, you know, kept me ready. That's what kept me ready, just knowing every day that I was gonna have to rock and just getting comfortable with it, making my peace with it, and just knowing that I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna go to the furthest extent to show you that you can't out wordsmith me.
That's real shit.
And that's really what did it.
Man.
That's dope, man. That's super dope, bro. I'm bugging because I'm like, yo,
this man really on this podcast.
Like, I'm scared because I just got finished watching you, and I'm like, this dude is the truth.
He low key, but he a star, man.
I can't believe like it's that you're local. You know what I mean? I don't know if that makes sense.
God. Yeah, man. Me neither. I say that we can. Me neither, man. I can't believe it either. No, I ain't gonna lie. It's just it's one of them things where I talk to all my friends. They be like, "Bro, if I was you, if I could rap like you, it'd be over. I had this, I had that." Then I gotta remind them, like, man, if you could rap like me, you'd probably be dead. Because with great power comes great responsibility.
Yeah.
And it was a lot of things. It was a lot of times that I say I could have compromised my integrity to be in the industry. I could have, you know, I could have took the short end of the stick and sold my soul for a couple of dollars, you know what I mean, a long time ago. But at the end of the day, you know what I mean, I was raised with a certain moral fabric and a certain mutual respect from my elders. It's just certain things as a man that you just can't allow yourself to be a part of, you know, no matter how much money is involved. So, you know, it's just with me in the past, my opportunities to go into the industry came on shaky terms, and it was like, nah, you know what I mean? I'd rather have nothing at the end of the day than, you know, sacrifice and wake up tomorrow without my integrity or my soul.
So what's
you know what I mean?
What's the difference being with Bruiser Brigade?
Well, the difference
those who don't know, Bruiser Brigade is the rap label of Danny Brown, right?
100.
All right. So what's the difference being with him?
The difference with the Bruiser Brigade is I get to be who I really am with the Bruiser Brigade. You know what I mean? It ain't nobody telling me what to say. It ain't nobody telling me what to do. We all on an equal level. We all got mutual respect for each other. And we all there for the sole purpose of just letting the world know that we are who we are and we not to be played with music. You know what I mean? And anything that comes as a benefit to that, I'll be more than happy to have.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? But when it start getting too freaky deaky, man, you probably ain't gonna see Fat Ray around. I ain't gonna lie to you, man.
And they get like that, huh?
I'm just here for the vibes, man.
Yes, sir.
I'm just here for the vibes and for the real ones, for real. So I ain't mad that everybody ain't don't know me. It's cool because the people who do know me, it says a lot about them.
Real
Because
shit.
once you get the Fat Ray, I'm pretty much where the buck stops for real niggas, man. I ain't gonna lie.
Look, man,
I ain't gonna lie. If you listening to me and you find favor in my music, it's probably because you a real nigga, bro. No other reason in the world but because you a real nigga.
It's real.
Because I don't do music for busters, or I don't do music because it's popular. I do music for the real barsmiths, for the real hip hop heads, for the real, poets, and the real, people who care about the history, you know what I'm saying, of the culture and what it is that we represent.
From the block that understand.
And for niggas from the block.
On that block, but you still make good music. People think you can't make
100.
good music if you was out there on that block. Dope Man Heaven is
100.
a testament to that, man. You do what you want to do.
Oh no, 100, man. We transitioned from the negativity to a positive place.
Love that.
We wouldn't know what it was like to be who we are if we didn't have to fight through the negative stigmas and through the negativity of the project. So, that made us who we are for sure. You know what I mean? So the streets play a very, very significant part in who we all are. But I try to remind the young homies every day, don't let nothing outside of the sky define you, man. You know what I'm saying? We live our life trying to be street niggas, but the streets don't love nobody, man. The streets ain't got no love for nobody. So, you know what I mean? Keep that in mind while you in the streets. That if you conducting business in the streets, it's just that. It's business. Leave it at that. Don't leave your life in the streets, man. Don't get caught up. Don't put your heart in the streets, because the streets gonna break your heart every time, bro. So, I just be trying to let the brothers know, bro, do what you have in your heart to do, bro. Follow your heart. Even if you don't follow your mind all the time, because your mind can confuse you at times, but follow your heart, bro. Just follow your heart. Do what you feel in your heart is right. And 9 times out of 10, you'll be good, bro.
Is this Sensei Ray talking right now? That sounds some wise ass shit to be. I like that, bro. We need that. More of us need to hear that.
I mean, I just be trying to remind myself, you know what I mean? It's, as brothers, we talk to each other, but a lot of the things that we say because we talking to ourselves as well. You know what I mean?
That's what my young boys say.
Yeah, I like that. This new project, when we expecting this new project to drop? Because we eagerly awaiting.
Man, I'm so excited to get y'all this next body of work, man. Like, for once in my life, I feel like the music is the way it is in my head. The way I have it in my head, I'm gonna get to give it to y'all the way I heard it in my head.
Yeah.
And then we can see how the feelings is about it. You know what I'm saying? Because this contribution, the next project, this installment, it's really Fat Ray, man. It's really Fat Ray. It's really my gift to hip hop. I ain't gonna lie.
So what's that process like? Like how long does it take you to really come up and finalize a product? You know what I mean? And get it out there and push it to people. What's that role?
It's been 2 years since I dropped Santa Barbara, but the meat of the project has been finished. For a while. It's just what we wanted to do with me and Raffy this time is make sure that the intricacies of the sounds. I'm more paying attention to the musicality this time. I'm putting my ear on the transitions this time. I'm putting my ear on the instruments this time. And I'm putting my ear on everything outside of the bars. See, now this time you getting the bars and you getting my full ear on the experience. It ain't just send me a beat this time. Send me a beat. I'll lay the vocals and if it's a good song, it's a good song. No, it's not that. We intricately went through all the steps of this. It's like a Gundam, man. We pieced it together.
Come on, syntax are like that one right there. what I noticed about Santa Barbara, going from that state right back to Santa Barbara, the whole album just flows naturally. So it's even better than that.
Yeah, I gotta say, man, I outdid myself this time, man.
I'm looking
If
forward.
I can say so myself, I'll say I outdid myself this time, bro. It's really that. It's really that. Like concept wise, storytelling wise, just overall metaphors
Yeah,
and cadence and transitions. It's gumbo, man. It's good gumbo, man.
I like that.
I
It was
whipped it. I made the right mixture this time.
Niggas gonna be sick of hearing me talk about this album. You hear
and
me?
you look. I'm gonna tell you before you get off, man. You always welcome to come and plug and push whatever you doing. You family now. You know what I mean? Once you come to Mask Off, you
Oh
always
man,
welcome to
soon
come
as the
back.
lights get back on, I owe you another interview, bro. Soon as the lights come
No
back
doubt.
on, man, I'm gonna give you a real one, the right one, bro. Because circumstances. I know the people like.
No, did I lie at all about this man? Trust me, this dude ain't one of them. He'll talk with you. Ray, I'll be up there on the 16th, bro. So you know we got a link. I said, I know if I get with this nigga, we gonna blow. We gonna listen to good music. We gonna talk about ideas, talk about plans. I was like, being around people like that lights you on fire, man.
Yeah, and I'm
And vice versa.
definitely with to be in that circle. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So if I can make that circle,
And
I'm
vice
definitely
versa.
with.
Yeah, Jay, it was a pleasure meeting you, bro. You've been a real dude since the
My
day we met. You know
yes,
what I'm
sir.
saying? I appreciate you
Yes,
plugging
sir.
me, you know what I'm saying, with Mask Off.
Yes,
You know
sir.
what I mean?
I just want to be a help, man.
I
For real.
definitely
Your
appreciate the
vision.
platform, man, doing what it's doing right now, just to spread the word. Like I said,
Yeah.
once you get to Fat Ray, man, I know what type of time it is with you. It ain't no question in my mind. You know what I mean? So salute to you. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
appreciate y'all boys. And anything y'all need from me, man, just let me know, man. We bruising for real.
No
Much
doubt.
love.
Hey,
Bruising.
yo, Fat Ray, before you go,
Yeah.
you got any shout outs or plugs you want to push?
Yeah, I just want to shout out, man, all the real creatives, man, from the city, everybody who fighting to be heard, and everybody who trying to push the culture forward, man. Y'all keep on dreaming, man, and y'all keep on doing what you feel in your heart is right, man, because it ain't gonna be bad forever. You know what I'm saying? The sun shine on a dead dog ass sometimes. So just keep pushing forward, man. Keep pushing forward. And shout out to all the homies who making Detroit hip hop better, man. Shout out to the little homies that's coming up, man, and all the OGs who still in it trying to teach everybody the right way, man, trying to let them know the lesson. So I just want to thank everybody, man, who contributed into making the culture better, man. Making the culture better. Everybody who's genuinely trying, man, to do something authentic, man, and organic for the people. So salute to the creatives, man.
No doubt.
Yeah. We appreciate you, brother. Big time. For real,
And
man. We
salute to
get you.
y'all, man. For sure. Appreciate y'all.
No doubt. You know, and I know you going through some issues over there. I'm not gonna hold you more than you could stay. You know, I know that lighting situation. That's a terrible thing. So we'll let you go. You know what I mean? Thank you for coming on, my brother. You know what I'm
Like I
saying?
said, as soon as y'all ready to double back, man, just hit me up, man. Let me know. I'll tap back in for sure.
Got
It's
it.
all love.
Yeah, I'll get you soon, Ray. Appreciate you, brother.
My
Peace
guy,
out.
appreciate y'all, man. 100, man. Love.
100. Be easy, baby. My man. My man. Dog, I'm so grateful, man.
Man,
Such a cool brother,
I feel
man.
blessed, man. I feel blessed. You know what I mean?
He gonna help Mask Off go to that next level. I already know just what he own. He about the culture for real. When you really about the culture, you act like it. You treat the culture like it. You show people love. You don't. It's not this stuffy. Oh, I talked to you like this man. Power went out, still made the commitment, and still said, "I owe you another one." It don't get more real than that.
Don't get more real than that.
And
You know what I'm
style ain't
saying?
free, baby. It costs. It costs to pay the
Style ain't
cost.
free. You know
Got
what
to
I
pay the
mean?
cost to be the boss, huh?
Definitely. And that was the approach I was taking with this with the title. This style ain't free. You know what I mean? You know, and it's funny, man, because I've been, I watched this Wu-Tang series from front to back.
Mm-hmm.
And the funny thing about that is, I remember we was growing up, man, and how Detroit rap was so like that, but it was cutthroat though. Like nobody really fucked with nobody. You know what I'm saying? And then when I don't know, it seemed like things started changing when Eminem came out. You know what I mean?
Eminem made it where the rest of the nation. Eminem was the first Detroit artist to really break mainstream. There was no one else like that, a recognizable name with Dr. Dre. Come on, once he got with Dre and 50, 12 around, we talked about this last time. He brought the momentum with him, but he had support of white people where even if his shit was garbage, they still would listen to it because it was a white boy that could rap.
It was a white boy. It was a white boy that was rapping.
All these other brothers that came out, Slum took it in a different direction because Underground, I can say honestly, if them boys was touring, I would have saw them all in the South. When Ray come out with this album, bro, I just want to get attached. Like if you touring, we need to hear this album and he needs to get it out there to all of these hip hop heads. They'll love it.
First of all,
I'm listening.
First of all, I want to mention Danny Brown. You know what I'm saying?
Big
a lot of people do not follow Danny Brown. They not even tapped into his music. Danny Brown has been around for some time now.
Yep.
And he don't even get accolades as much as
it's true.
Should. You know what I'm saying?
It ain't stopping him though.
It ain't stopping him. Nope. It ain't stopping him. He's still progressing. You know what I mean? And the fact that he came out with that this label, this Bruiser label, you know what I mean? And he got some heavy hitters on there. You know, he got some heavy hitters on there. And I'm just, even with Fat Ray, I'm just excited to see things just fly off the hinges with him because, like he said, like the buck stops with him. Like and I don't want to be kind of like weird when I say this, but to me, he's our Biggie. He's our Biggie, bro.
He has said that, and some of you can hear when he talk about he used some of the Biggie raps because he really is. He's not just nobody to play with. I can tell you run up on this man, you're gonna be real surprised because like dude is a real MC for real, man. Yeah.
And then you just don't run across people like that. Like when you hear it, you hear it. You know it. That's how people felt when they heard Biggie. That's how people felt when they heard Pop. That's how people felt when they heard Shine. When you hear artists and you like, yo, that's that guy. That's that guy. That's how I felt when I discovered Fat Ray.
Yes, sir. And the producer, he making all these hits. He gonna make a name for himself.
Yeah, Ralphie.
Yeah,
Ralphie, his work is phenomenal, man. And his stuff is like on some Alchemist. That's what it reminds me of. His production is like on Alchemist level.
I can see that. Yeah, and the sound. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, that sound is more alchemisy. You know what I mean? And that's not even the word alchemisy. You know what I mean?
Alchemist-esque. That's what it is. And it's like what's my man? Conductor with Griselda.
Yep.
His sound is like Conductor, you know. They put a lot of voiceovers and skits in there, just like old school. Like that.
I like that, man. I like that.
Bruh, I ain't been this excited about an album in a while. When this man could drop this new album, bro, that's what I'm playing for a while. Because seeing our brothers from our city, it just renews your commitment to being able to share Detroit hip hop with the world.
Definitely does. It definitely does. On another note, my brother, how you been? I got you up in here on a Friday night, and I appreciate you coming out.
Yeah.
I appreciate you stepping up the Mask Off. And like I said, like he said, always been thorough. And I appreciate you coming through, my brother. Nothing but love my way, man.
I'm glad to be here. I'm glad to be around somebody that's like-minded and we add on. Like a lot of times people making history, they don't know they making history when they do it. So it's like the things you doing, bro, I'm just glad to be a part of it. You know what I mean?
Dope. That's dope.
affiliated with it because it ain't nobody out here. You're literally provide. What did Chike show us with that Ye documentary? He literally chronicled this man's life for like 20 years. And like what you're doing, you just had an idea. Mask off. And now you 141 episodes.
Yeah,
That's it, bro. And that inspires me. I'm really on a run right now to bring more industry back to Detroit. So that's my mindset is so focused on making things better than I found them.
well, man, hey, look, this platform is always an open invitation. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? And I'm sure my young bulls, they would feel the same way, and definitely, bro, whenever you want to slide through, like I said, it's nothing but family here.
Yes, sir. I
You
got
know
a
what I
few
mean?
more artists I want to like. A couple of my nephews, they got made my godsons, but I call them my nephews. And these boys, they make music. They make music, and I love to feature them on there so we can talk about it and just really get them exposed. I want to, of course, premiere and highlight our Detroit artists. But if they ain't from Detroit, but they still on some, some shit. These physical artists, like I got some friends like Syntax and my man John Terrell. These are guys that really, really produce art. And these are people we need to get their perspective on because everybody wants to talk to Basquiat once Basquiat blew up. But I'm like, these artists that are wonderful, the only thing it takes to really get them to that next level is to get their name out there and let people know about how great they are, just like Ray.
Yeah. You know what I used to love about Philadelphia? They had this program called the Mural Arts Program. And with the Mural Arts Program, they took local graffiti artists and they took local artists, period, and had them create murals from like the side of houses, the side of buildings. So every time you go through the city, you're looking at murals and stuff like that.
Right.
People from Philadelphia and all this stuff. And being back in the city in Detroit, we like it. It amazes me because we always 7 steps behind. You know what I mean?
It seems like that, but I don't think that's always the case.
Yeah, it feels like that though.
It
Like
feels.
it feels like that. Like I watched a project. Somebody did a project right on somebody's property. It was on Grand River.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm looking at it, I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, what is this? It's not even on the level of artistic development that it should be.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And I'm like, the way they transcended what Philadelphia looked like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's just it's
But
like
they're looking
it's
at
like the city come alive.
the
We don't
difference
have that
between
city come alive
millions.
vibe.
The difference between millions and billions is humongous, bro.
Mm,
It is. So this is what I began to understand. You could be a millionaire feeling good about yourself, but one millionaire, if I got $1 million and it's 999 other guys like me that got 1 million, one billionaire got more money than all 1,000 of us. That's crazy, right?
mm,
One person got more money than 1,000 wealthy people. And these people have a mindset. If I want it to be nice, I'm just going to keep putting money into it. I'm going to use the political angle to be able to get the influence to ensure nobody's encroaching on my territory. That's it. The way that they do things, it does take the love, but it takes the money too.
yeah.
It takes the money. And as we get to the money, the thing is, guys like Ray, he is all about the city. He all about business, just like me and you. So as we start kind of gumming together and pooling these ideas, man, it's going to go to another level. That's how all greatness does. Like a lot of the greatness in Philly, all these cities, it wavers. It be on point sometime, and then sometimes it kind of falls by the wayside. But it takes people being willing to say, this is great, and we're going to celebrate this every year. And we're going to make sure, just like they do with Dilla Days and everything, if we want to preserve our culture, nobody's going to put more energy into that than us. Nobody.
Yeah. And what we got to do, we got to give the people what they want, and that's
That's a
music.
fact. And well, give them what they want, but what a great artist with a creative does, they give you what you don't even know you want. They give you what you don't even know you like until you hear it. Like Bruiser Wolf, you didn't even know about how good he was till you heard him. He was like, you just got to hear it. Once you get exposed to greatness, that's when you get you can get accustomed to it.
Definitely.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
We 45 minutes in the game, man. And normally I don't do this, but I gotta let it go due to this storm, man.
Yeah, bro.
And I'm gonna break up out of here, man. But you already this your second time.
I'm already in.
Mask off, man. I gotta have you back when I had a young boy on here.
Oh, yeah.
We can all politic and get together, man. He would definitely love to connect with you. I
Yes,
know
sir.
he would. You know what I'm saying? So
I got you, brother.
before you go too, let's do this. Any shout out or plugs you want to hit us with?
Shout out to all my Denby family. Shout to the whole Scott family up in Detroit. Shout to all my people up there without power, struggling through this winter storm.
EastSide is in this bitch, though.
Shout to the whole 48213 in particular. We're gonna do some big things up there. Shout to Fat Ray, man. We had a legend on here just coming and showing us love. Shout to Big Tone for creating Mask Off and having something that we can hold on to, brother. It's a pleasure, and I really appreciate it.
No doubt, no doubt. You know, before I go, I want to mention EastSide is still in his BI. Don't get it fucked up.
Come on.
You know what I mean? West Side is West Side, but
Come on.
EastSide, we still in his BI. You know what I mean?
What Wayne say, East Side, we in this bitch, wish a nigga would like a tree in this bitch. That's us, baby. We always gonna be around. We gonna link. Hey, while I'm up there, that Friday when I'm up there, bro, we'll be Mask Off will be live and I'll be in the D. We'll be doing one. What's that? The weekend of the 16th, 17th, the 17th. Yeah,
let's get it popping.
All right.
I know me and the young boy have been talking about doing a live version of Mask Off, but we'll figure it out.
Yeah, figure it out. Just let me know, bro. I want to support.
No doubt, no doubt. On that note, man, I'm not gonna hold you up, and I'm gonna let you get ready to roll up out of here, man. You know, we came, we saw, we conquered.
Yes,
this
sir.
Style Ain't Free, episode 141. I have my featured special guest host, EastSide Jay in the building. And I got blessed tonight with our special guest, Fat Ray. You know what I mean? You can catch us every Friday at 9 p.m. This is Mask Off Podcast. You know, we do what it do, baby. You know what I'm saying? Take care of each other. Take care of yourself. You have to snow if you're in Detroit, man. You know what I'm saying? Put that salt down.
Throw that salt down.
We out, baby.
Peace.